on this, but regardless, hello.
Let's begin, shall we?
Hello. Hi. How's everyone doing today? Hope you all had a wonderful day. Thursday, week's almost over. Let's start with our movie puzzle game. 10 minutes on the clock. We gotta fill in the lines with actors. Yada yada yada. Let's go. Oh no. What happened, Cannon? Why did everything... Oh, no. No worries, Major. Yeah, take care of yourself. Theory of everything would be Felicity Jones. Yeah. My card's declining for seemingly no reason. Can't buy food. Oh no! Money's there, it's just not running. Ah, yeah, that's no bueno. That's why my parents always told me to keep like an emergency 20 on me, just in case something like that happens. Boys in the Hood. Don't know who that would be. I'm thinking the first name is going to be Elizabeth, but we'll try to fill in more and figure out. Avatar. Gonna guess Sam Worthington. Oh no, it's probably Zoe Saldana. Um, Zoe Saldana. Yes, Rad, I am an emergency 20. Trillian, hi, hello. Thanks for stopping by and lurking. Hope you're having a great day. Atonement. Saoirse Ronan. I think I figured out how to spell her name. Vision would be Paul Bettany. Yeah, first name's Elizabeth. Fiddy is emergency 20 out of 10. Shrek is Mike Myers. What else we got? True Romance. Patricia Arquette. I think that's right. And then Burn After Reading. You need to write 50s. No. No dating. No. Thank you, Major. I appreciate the support, but... Who else was in Burn After Reading? It's probably someone I'm not thinking of. I'd write only the true things. Lion King, 1994. Yeah, there you go, Major. You can start streaming with the creation of the profile. So it's not Jeremy Irons, it's not... James Earl Jones, it's not Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Oh, is it Matthew Broderick? No, it's not. It's not Nathan Lane. I don't know. Yeah, that could be your stick. You just write profiles for people. Finding Nemo. See, I think this one has a lot of other people. Malcolm X, so they should be Denzel. No. It's not going to be Denzel Washington. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Rupert Grint? Maybe? Thelma and Louise. Susan Sarandon. I think that's right. Alright, so I thought it might be Elizabeth Banks, but if it ends in EN. Yes. Good call, Major. Alright, so yeah, we got Felicity Jones right. We missed Joel Grey for an Academy Award. My next question is, who is Joel Grey? Oh, he was in Cabaret. Yeah, that's probably what that was for. 1972, so 73 awards. Yep. Regina King for Boys. I think we've had this one before. Because I remember saying I had no idea Regina King was in Boys in the Hood. We got Zoe Saldana. I still can't spell. Saoirse Ronan. Paul Bettany. Mike Myers. Patricia Arquette. John Malkovich for Burn After Reading. Whoopi Goldberg in The Lion King. That's right, she was one of the hyenas. Allison Janney for Finding Nemo. Christopher Plummer for Malcolm X. Really? We got Rupert Grint and Susan Sarandon right, though. Elizabeth Olsen, my second favorite actress in the MCU. Do we want to do Fill the Grid, because I believe we've had this one before, or it's been so long that I forgot all the clues, so it's fine. Let's move on to writing. What do you all think? Finally got the wasp that's been tormenting me for months? Ooh. It's good that you finally got it. Sorry that you were tormented for months. Good with moving on to the writing. Okay. No more puzzles. We have a puzzle redeem. If anyone wants more puzzles, we can puzzle more. Yeah. Got too close to my face today, and today was not the day. Yeah, I would. If I found a wasp in my place, I'd be like, I'm moving. I was okay with it before. When it would fly.
Hey, Peter Parker. You got something for me?
Major, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Canon. Now, you don't have to go to ad jail. Congratulations. Yeah, no ads for the Wasp Killer. So, last time, we had a whole bunch of scenes of Helene and Bryn making their way through the military base and down an elevator to the secret base of the Hunters. And then, of course, Bryn walks into the trap. I do want to change Bryn's last line, though, because I've been thinking about it. Because I like the I know, because obviously she's seen what's coming.
Hey, Peter Parker. You got something for me?
Red, not following directions. Gifting a sub to Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog, enjoy your sub. And not having to go to ad jail. Oh, he said major no, so it was okay for Rad to do. Okay. uh, Rad, I appreciate it. Thank you. But what I was saying, I'm thinking about changing Bryn's last line here to kind of foreshadow more of what's coming. So I think we're going to switch it. Alright. So now we're done with that. Better luck next month. Alright. So now we are going to be picking up with Margaret. The last time we saw her, she was being left... No, we saw her in the train after San Francisco, so we did see her a minute after. Y'all should have seen the way my face turned sour when the wasp got... Yeah, I would... nah. I was holding a really neutral expression at first, then it went straight to the Yelena expression from Attack on Titan. I do not know that reference. At first I thought it was going to be the Yelena gif from... Black Widow. This one? The stare of disgust. Thought it was that's what you were talking about, that kind of ugh, body movement. Both work though. Both are valid reactions. Alright, so as I was saying, last time we saw Margaret, she was on a train out of San Francisco, and she changed her face again. Slinking like a snake almost. Yeah. So now we are going to pick up with her in the 60s, so quite a few years later, but the same time period that Helene is currently in. So we're gonna go exterior. Margaret's Ranch. Day. Okay, so what is happening on Margaret's Ranch? Crops grown in the southwest United States. cotton, citrus, and chilies. She could be growing peppers. Ooh, or citrus. Citrus sounds good. A lot of cattle here in Texas, but I may have missed specific state for setting. Different kind of farming though, ranching. Yeah, I haven't decided exactly where, but I'm thinking like Arizona, New Mexico. Um, we have kind of similar climate where I am, so I'm just trying to think about what it might be. Yeah. Yeah, today, um, on my drive home, the temperature in my car outside showed 92. I'm like, summer's here. It's just gonna be hot for the next couple months. Not looking particularly forward to it. Alright, so what I'm thinking is Arizona, and then some citrus. Yeah, feeling that way in Dallas Fort Worth. Yeah. Yeah. Orange Grove. Okay, so they look kind of like what I imagine. Something about citrus farmer for the Southwest does totally sound right. Nice. Yeah. So we will go with that. So I don't think we're going to... Because the last time we caught up with Margaret, we had kind of the repeat of the initial scene of her using magic to heal some of her produce. But I don't think we're going to do that because she didn't lose her memory this time, so she's not resetting, she's progressing. So how is this gonna look? Alright, Major. Get some rest. Feel better. Chill and feel better. And hey, it's almost the weekend. Yeah, I don't even know if Rad's still here. Major said, Rad, you're in charge, but... Oh, great. He is here. I mean, great! Rad is here! Alright, Major. Thanks for stopping by. Like I said, go get some rest, and I'll talk to you later. Rad, you're in charge. But you still don't have mod privileges. So we're talking about the heat, looking out across the way, see a couple of ladies fanning themselves because of the humidity. See, out by me, luckily, we have basically no humidity, so it's just like a super dry, like oven heat. Rad, I kid. I appreciate you being here and bringing your very specific kind of chaos to the stream. So we need to say 1960s Arizona. Because I think that's how we first described it when we jumped ahead. Yeah, 1960s. But this we say San Francisco Bay. Yeah, so that's fine. I think 60s wants an apostrophe. I prefer that usually. We get that sometimes, but it's usually kind of humid because of the lakes. Yeah, my parents live in Florida. I lived there for a little bit. Uh, yeah, I much prefer the dry heat to the humidity. Because, like, sometimes just walking outside there, like, it just, like, hits you. Yeah, Florida is kind of like the extreme example. But, yeah, probably, like, in the middle or lower humidity, I think is best. Literally feels like diving into the atmosphere. Yeah. Oh, we don't want that capitalized. That's fine. Okay. Screw a shower, just step out on the porch with some soap. Like I said, for me, like, anytime I went outside, like, I could just instantly feel the sweat. Ugh, yeah. Just, nah. It's a no for me, dog. Alright. Pause. We need to think about this. So, Margaret has met Seraphina, but the last time that their paths crossed, Seraphina put a spell on Margaret that she would forget that she was going after Helene. But if Seraphina is keeping track of Margaret, she probably knows. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Trying to remember, like, when the last time characters' paths crossed and what happened between them. Mariners! Hi, hello. What I missed? Seraphina's back. Yes, Seraphina's back. They are going to visit, or they are visiting Margaret. Margaret is now living in Arizona. She's got an orange grove.
Hey, Peter Parker. You got something for me?
Book. Hi, hello, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe. Hope you're having a great week. The editing, Mariners. Every time I go through it, man, I just like, man, just want to change this a little bit. Alright, if I change this, that means I gotta change that. And, it's always a thing, but hopefully that means it's getting better, so. Yeah. Yo, how you doing? I'm doing alright. It's Thursday. It's graduation week, so work has been pretty quiet, and yeah, we are making progress on our story. Sylvie, hi, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? Any is great. Carve your story out of the marble your first draft. Yeah, I'm like 20 drafts in at this point. uh, yeah, so it's just like, this could be tighter, this could be tighter. Is this redundant? Do I need this? Yeah, it's... Oh, thank you. Yeah, it is my Transformers shirt. I wore it because I found out the other day Transformers the movie is celebrating its 40th anniversary this year, and so um, they are doing a basically they're having new artists cover the original soundtrack, and so um, one of the people doing a cover for the soundtrack is the lead singer of my favorite band. So I am super excited to see how that turns out. 20? Probably. I think I've been writing it on and off for like 8, 9 years, so yeah. 1907 more drafts until the number of drafts book has. Rude, but accurate. The username. Been reading Quentin Tarantino screenplays. Bro does not care about format or editing. Yeah. Yeah, like one of the I listened to a podcast on screenwriting called Script Notes for a long time, and one of the things that they always kind of came back to is there really aren't rules for screenwriting. Because, like, there are guidelines, there are what people consider best practices. Obviously, everyone kind of has their own preferences, but, like, there's no hard and fast rules. And so long as you write something and someone can understand what you're trying to get across, that's kind of the only point. And like whatever rules there are for screenwriting, there are times to break those rules, there are times to invert them. So yeah. It's like novel writing in that time. Just do whatever you want. Make chapters super long, super short, make your paragraphs 1 line, 10 lines, doesn't matter. You do you. 50 the Philosopher. I don't know about that. Uncle 50. I mean, I am an uncle, so that tracks. So wise. Thank you, Rad. Really feel like you're a great art. Oh, thank you, Sophie. Yeah, sure, edit, but let it rest. Thank you. Philosopher Professor 50. Professor of Philosophy 50. No. That would be a bad philosophy professor. Ah, no. If you were my professor, sure only like 20% of people would use it. Yeah, I would not enjoy that. Yeah, speaking of AI, so I work at a school, and like I like to take walks around the building to kind of stretch my legs and get out of the office and kind of clear my mind a little bit. And like a lot of times there will be students in the halls having conversations, and like I just overhear them as I go around, and like half the time, probably more than that, I hear students like, yeah, I wasn't sure about this problem, but I plugged it into ChatGPT and it explained it a lot better than my professor did. And a lot of stuff like that. Your philosophy professor used AI to create his curriculum. Genuinely least favorite class. Yeah, that. Nah. Nah, I keep my mouth shut about my views on AI, especially at work. Um, because yeah, everyone there loves AI. Um, the particular school I work in is engineering, and so there are a lot of people like going into AI and want to work in AI. And we have a newish university president. One of the things that they've been saying is they actually want staff to use AI, and I'm just like, nope, not, no, no thanks, because eventually it will get back to HAL 9000. That's a safe play. Yeah, I just watched 2001: A Space Odyssey the other night. Fucking great movie. An image of a bird making a mess on their car. See how they like it. Best AI in horror. Yeah. I think I may be the only writer who is not against AI. Know there are a lot of people who have a story to tell but can't find the words, but that's May. Yeah, that's fair. Some writers have published their finished book and forgot to take prompts. Oh, yeah. Book got pulled for publication here for parent AI use. Too much. Oh no, I really mean use it, but read it too. Forgot the name, had a cool cover though. There are ways to use AI tools production process, but it's a fine line between inspiration and pleasure. Yeah. Yeah, like I think there needs to be a descriptor that separates out kind of two main paths of AI, at least as I see it. I am in no ways an expert, so take it for what it's worth. I think like the generative AI that takes existing things and tries to create something new out of them, that's kind of what I'm against. But using AI as like a research tool or um, as a way to do menial jobs quicker, that I'm more or less fine with because it's being used as a tool, it's not being used to replace human creativity. To me, that's what I think. Fine with using it as a tool to refine work, as long as original ideas are human. Yes. Also, wouldn't trust AI to get the exact wording I want, so want all the prose to be in my personal writing voice. Yes. We overwhelmed him. Yeah, I had to stop and look at the chat. Hate that. Look away from chat 1 second. The equivalent Old Testament. Yeah. Can't remember if it was them, but a book did also use someone else's art for the oh, yeah, that's organization tool, research tool, or automator for one's own. Yeah, that kind of stuff I am fine with. It's when they use AI that has been trained on other people's art and work and then use that to try and create something instead of having another person create it. Then there's a guy who was hospitalized because AI told him to eat sodium bromide as a substitute for salt. Yeah, And anytime you ask AI anything, double check it. But even then, you can't trust them in their current state to be on. Yeah, how you want to organize research or automate, so there's more merit to learn how to do those. More practical merit. Yeah. Um, my dad is a lawyer, and we've kind of had this discussion, and like he tells me he uses AI for researching because like if he needs to find out information about a case, like getting an AI to go through case history and pull the relevant stuff makes his life a lot easier. But he also says anytime it comes back with everything, the first thing he does is double check it. So, yeah. Always be careful with new technologies. Awkward when your heart surgeon says they learned from AI. How terrifying would it be if that's the last thing they tell you before they put you to sleep? It's actually kind of scary how many medical students use it. Yeah, I think, yeah, students probably across the board are using it for everything. Kind of scary that medical students who really need to know the stuff might not learn because of AI. Yeah. Anesthesia again. Hey Claude, how do you perform an open heart surgery? uh, yeah, there you go, Mariners. That'd be a good horror short story for you. True story, I was on a bus one time. They switched drivers halfway through the drive. Shit you not, the new driver got on and said, "What does this button do?" Genuinely terrifying. Yeah. Used to do that as ski lift operator when I came back from the bathroom breaks. I worked at the bottom of a 10-minute chair ride on max speed. Uh, yeah, that would also be quite unsettling. Used to be quite the prankster. Missing words. Three, two, one, bungee! Wait, no! I would literally have a heart attack. Pants would be pooped. Yeah. Upside down. Oh. No. Just no. No. Moving on. Anyway. How's the weather out there? .56 and partly cloudy. That sounds nice. Two degrees too warm. Yeah. 73 Fahrenheit, about to rain. Also, not bad. 17 C. C2 F. Not interested. I don't need help with my homework. 17. 62. Nice. That is all cooler than it is here. Well, it is winter here. Yeah. That's kind of warm for winter, though. Nah, I mean... Yeah, that is a little warm. Well, no, autumn. Yeah, that's nice for autumn, then. Yep. Everything in Australia is reversed. Do they drive backwards? Yeah. Didn't you know that? Yeah, but below 20C is way too cold for us. Yeah. Mariners. We had one poop conversation. That's the limit for stream. Once. Drive on the opposite side of the road. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much had someone come from England and he got into an accident 2 days here was his fault. He goes, I'm not used to driving on this side of the road. I'm like, wait. They could probably use that excuse everywhere else, though. Perez wants him his passport for visiting, and another for places he's used that. Did I miss something? Oh, this was a... Okay. Alright, we'll wait till he's out of ad jail to ask questions. Nevermore! Hi, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? Hope you're having a nice day. Um, how would she say this? Yeah, Sylvie broke out of that jail. Okay, so I don't think I knew the context that that happened with a person you were having a date with. So that's why I was confused by that comment. Maybe like because I was like, "Where with you?" And he goes, "In hospital." Yeah, yeah. Mariners is correct. That is quite the impression. Because inner muscle memory was off. Yeah, yeah. You could probably say that. Thought it was a way out, or he didn't actually come. Nope, was legit in hospital. usually go in front of yours when looking for. Enjoy your lurk, Mariners. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. All those usually go in the front of yours when looking for a cast spell to keep anyone from locating her. Anyone but me. Alright, so we wrote that. We kind of already said that. Okay. Okay. Uh, 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 what was Serafina gonna say? Sorry, I'm trying to think about how I want this to play out. How to start describing it. Because in the scene, I think Serafina would approach Margaret, and then Letitia would just kind of be wandering around them as they're talking. And so Margaret kind of loses track of her from time to time. And then at the end, Letitia can, it'd make it easier for her. I think we just say it here. Letitia wanders circling. Yeah, I think that is enough. Okay. Oh, hey. We are just over an hour into stream. So I think it's break time. Let's take a quick pause here. I will throw up some words on stream for anyone who would like to participate. So there's going to be... Yeah, Major isn't here to win words on stream for us, but we'll try. We'll see how we can do. Plus, Rad, Major put you in charge, so that means you have to win it for us. Right? That's how that works? Anyway, Uh, there will be letters. Yeah, make words out of the letters, type them into chat. Get as many as you can. Good luck, have fun. I'll be back shortly. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm back.
So close, Rad. I thought you had it. Yeah, I got back at the end, so I wasn't able to contribute. Yeah. It's only when Major isn't here. hide that. Hey, I'm back. I have returned. I am not named back. Hi, back, I'm Rad. Hi, Rad, I'm back. Too late. I know. I know. A wild 50 has appeared. Alright. Let us try to do some more writing and stuff. Sorry. Sorry. I didn't want to cough in your ears. You can see me cough, but trying to keep it out of anyone's ear. Okay. So what we want to do is montage flashes. Let's see. So what we have happening is Serafina is getting Letitia to basically look into Margaret's memories to see if she's telling her the truth and figure out what she's been up to recently. And they're going to be surprised to find that Margaret is actually just kind of been on, not on her own, but she's met someone new, and yeah. So now we have to figure out what to show of Margaret and Naeli's relationship. Like I said, with montages, I like to try to do odd numbers, so I'm thinking we'll have just 3 quick flashes of stuff. Now I just have to figure out what those 3 shots are. Or we could do 5. Your flashes of stuff? I mean, maybe. Flashes of brilliance. Haha, gotcha, Rad. Nah, I don't know. I'm just me. Good joke. I'm glad you appreciated it, Rad. Alright, so let's say... Sorry, I can see it in my head. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to say it on the page. What are you thinking? Oh, yeah, I should probably try to communicate what I'm thinking. Um, just trying to get the words the right way in my head. Basically, what I'm thinking is uh, basically a shot in the desert of Naelia approaching on horseback and meeting Margaret for the first time. But because we want this to be just kind of quick flashes, it needs to be very kind of... Write that down so you see it in front of you. Well, I mean, I'm a very visual person, so it's just a matter of like pulling the words to match what I'm seeing in the most concise way. Um, so we'll say under the midday sun. The alley. Horseback. Nears Margaret. The minute saying I know the owner's back. Nears Margaret. Don't want to use the word creep in this situation, so let's see if there's something else. Ooh, smile sneak onto her face. Midday sun, Naelia on horseback, nearest Margaret. Okay. So this is one of the things I don't think I've done before, so we're just gonna wing it or I'm just gonna do it and we'll see what happens. Because this is the first time we see Naeli, we're going to give her a description, but doing that in a montage I have not done before, so I don't know, it might be kind of awkward. Eh. Do we have a description of her in our notes? No! um, We picked out an actress we want to play her, so let's see. If we can just take anything from there. Raised in Mexico City. Part Guatemalan. Okay. No. Alright, so Guatemala is just Central America. Guatemalan. No. Hair. Rancher clothing. Ooh, suede coat. I like that. Why can I not spell? Edie. She wears jeans, suede coat, and a cowboy hat. And a Stetson. I like and a Stetson. Okay. Okay, it's a particular type. Okay, so we'll leave it at cowboy hat because it looks like Stetson might be a brand. Cowboy hat. Alright, so, seen two of them. Um, so, we will say, morning. Sorry, I have to Google a lot of stuff. Okay, so the chicken coop is more just like the housing part of it. Huh. Learn something new. Okay, a chicken run is an enclosed outdoor yard or fenced area. That's what I want. Hence the movie title. Yeah. I thought it was just a movie about chickens running. It's completely fair. They do a fair amount of running throughout the narrative. Alright, so we have they met, they're doing stuff together. Look, not that yet. They're doing normal activities together that they would do working on ranches in the Southwest. And they're into each other. Okay. Mm-hmm. Exactly. We'll be getting to they do stuff together shortly. Okay, but I'm gonna change how we say this. I just need space. Where is this by button? It sits by a button. Under night sky, Margaret sits by a bonfire. Next to her, extends her blanket. No, don't want to draw. Okay. So under the night sky, Margaret sits by a bonfire. Next to her, Natalie extends her blanket. Margaret shifts closer. Natalie leaves in. Kisses Margaret. There we go. Alright. For right now, we're just going to stick with those three. We might add more later. Now, we need to go back. Copy our previous scene heading, because we are going back to that scene. Alright, so we wrote that. So Serafina starts back towards the car. Did that. Okay. We still have a lot of outline still to go. Kind of. We are making progress, though. Yay, progress! Alright, so then what happens next is going to be... uh, because I want to have Serafina and Letitia leave, and then Nayeli arrive right as they're leaving. Um, Serafina... Okay. So what would that be? The sound of... I don't remember if we used a specific word for that. The sound of horses galloping. Um... Clopping of hooves. Yeah, something like that. Because I believe... Okay. Yeah, we said clip clop. So if we use... It rhymes. Because we're going to have a horse approach, but it's not a bad thing this time. I don't know. Something like that. Clip clop. Okay, so sorry, thinking about this when I should be talking about it. I'm not sure if I want Naomi to go directly into who are those people who are driving away, or if she was out doing something and I want the conversation to start with her saying, I did the thing, and then she kind of leads into who is that car who just left? So I'm trying to decide which of those approaches I like better. I'm thinking the second one, that she wouldn't directly go into it, but then I have to figure out what she would have been doing out on her horse on the ranch, doing horse ranch stuff. Yeah, I was thinking checking the fences. Yep. We might watch the same westerns. It's a routine perimeter job? Okay. Or bring a herd from one pasture to another. Yeah, I like checking the fences. Um, yeah, just ride along, mostly after storms, make sure no posts are tipped or wires snap, routine maintenance. Yeah. Okay. So... So I don't want Margaret to lie and say, like, I don't know, they were just lost, asking for directions, something like that. Just trying to think of how she would phrase it. Because in the outline, we have people from a past life, a life she left behind. So I want something kind of along those lines. I don't know. They look to each other. I don't know. Something, something, something. The words have stopped wording, which means it's time for the stream to stop streaming. First, let us check what our progress was for this evening. 544 words. And no, I did not plan that. Still, we made pretty good progress. Not as much as our highest progress, but not as low as our lowest, so yay, progress! Alright, let's see if we can find someone to raid over to, if anyone is still streaming. Yeah, author Christy is writing, but I feel like we rate her a lot. So let's see if anyone else is reading and writing. If anyone has suggestions for someone they would like to raid to, let me know. Thinking about going live. Gotta eat my sandwiches first. Alright. Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone in reading and writing. Oh, hey, that's me. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Cannon. I appreciate it. Yeah, we can go raid over to Author Christie. I think I went live in the wrong category. Thanks, Weege. Thanks for hanging out, lurking. Hope you have a good rest of your night as well. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go right over to Hard Cannon and hopefully they get in the right category. Yeah, I appreciate everyone stopping by, hanging out, chatting, lurking. We had a couple gifted subs, a resub. I appreciate you all. Hope you have a good end of your week. For those in the States, we get a nice holiday weekend. I don't know about everywhere else. But I will still be back most likely on Sunday. Do some more writing and see what happens next with Margaret. I know what happens next, but we have to write it, and sometimes that changes things. But yeah, all the stuff, all the things. I appreciate you all. Hope to see you next time. Bye.
Thanks for checking out my channel. Do whatever you want. Live your life. I hope you're happy in your body. Much love to you. And see you around.